Hey guys, good morning. I hope everybody's doing amazing. So, because new people are always stumbling upon these videos, allow me to introduce myself briefly. For those of you who don't know who I am, of course, my official title is Reverend Dr. Danielle Patterson Winningham. You can call me Coach. And for the far and wide, for the last 12 years, I've been in this space of helping women build profitable online businesses. And I take my mission seriously. And one of the biggest problems we have is women, is that more often than not, and I'm telling you this not to speak down on you, I'm telling you this because if I'm not careful, I'll do it too, is that more often than not, we get so busy doing that we don't count our money. We get so caught up in helping people out that we can't even help ourselves. And we're going to talk about that today because as a business, if you don't have a plan to make money, you will not stay in business. And I take that with all seriousness. I talk to hundreds, if not thousands of women every year. And by far and wide, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you were to put a meter on women and require that they charge their worth, the mass majority of them would be millionaires in 2 to 3 years. But because there's no mandate that we charge, we do a lot of crazy stuff. We do stuff like, oh, I'm going to do the work and you can pay me later. Or we say things like, oh, I'm going to charge less because I'm just getting started. Come on now. Come on now. Don't laugh. You done the same things too. It's just that you know me and I don't know you. We've all done it. And the horrible part of that is that it keeps us taking care of the world and not taking care of ourselves. It keeps us in situations where if we were to just charge for the work, when emergencies come, we have it. And women work far, far too hard not to have the resources, not to have the money, not to have the freedom, not to have the legacy, not to have the generational wealth. We work too hard not to have it. So if you're somebody that's struggling to put the dollars and cents on your business, make sure you join us Monday, because the reason you don't have the money you need in your business is simple. Because you don't have a plan to have the money. And I know that may sound weird, but if you're a business owner, I want you to ask yourself, do you have a plan to make money in writing? Do you have a daily plan? Do you have a weekly plan? Do you have a monthly plan? Do you know what to do when that plan doesn't work? Business is all about adaptation. And if you're not adapting your plan, you know what happened to the dinosaurs when they didn't adapt, right? They went extinct. So we don't want your business to be extinct. Make sure you go to bit.ly/luckymoney2024. It is almost the fourth quarter already. So whatever money you said you're going to make in January, if you haven't already started to make that money, it is time for you to make some serious adjustments, because the money is not going to adjust itself. So why is it so critical that you have a profit plan? Number one, for consistency. The number one thing I hear women saying is, I need to be held accountable. No, you don't need to be held accountable, sis. You need to count your money. Can I get an amen? You don't need to be held accountable. You need to get to counting. And if you're not counting your bread, it's no wonder that your bread is not baking. No wonder your money is not multiplying. And let me tell you, I know you know how to count your money, because when I was working a job and way back when I was hourly, baby, I put them hours on a calculator. You heard me? If I worked 45.6 hours, I would take that 40 times that $25 I was making an hour. Okay, 40 times 25. What is that? Okay, I work 5 hours overtime at 30. So what is that? Baby, I stayed adding up my money. And if you don't do the same thing in your business, if you don't put a demand on the money in your business cannot sustain you. And that is far and wide the biggest difference between men and women is that men are going to count their stuff. Women are going to take your word for it. Women are going to, oh yeah, we'll make it up in the long run. And I see women out here building literally businesses for their husbands, businesses for their friends, but not businesses for themselves. And if you're guilty, go ahead and just say ouch in the chat. Because the truth of the matter is, until you start building for you, then you don't have anything to take care of you. And unfortunately, nobody is coming to save you. So number one, when you have a plan, it holds you accountable for being consistent. Number two, there's a saying that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. I'm going to say it again. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So what business does not have a plan to make money? That is why you are here. Walmart doesn't go to work every day and say, oh, we just want to do a good job. Tesla don't just go to work every day and say we want to go do a good job. Amazon doesn't go to work every day and just say I want to do a good job. Amazon says I want to make money. Tesla says I want to make money. McDonald's says I want to make money. And as a business owner, there is nothing wrong with you having a demand that your business make money. In fact, if you want your business to stay in business, you've got to have a plan to make some profits. That is the only way to success. And let me tell you this, it just can't be some ancillary, arbitrary plan. You got to put your plan in writing. Even the words say write the vision and make it plain. So if you don't have a profit plan for 2024, and we are gearing up on the fourth quarter, make sure you go to bit.ly/LuckyMoney2024. I've done this event in the past and charged thousands of dollars in person. So for you to have an opportunity to learn what it takes to put your money on paper is an amazing opportunity. Don't miss it. As a business owner, you owe it to your business. Another reason why you must have your money on paper is that how do you even know your trajectory if you don't have it written down? A profit plan is like a map for your business. A profit plan says you are here and this is where you need to be. And it is a daily reminder of the things that you need to be doing in your business so you don't get sucked down rabbit holes. I had this conversation in my mentorship last night. We were talking about saving money in your business. And somebody was agonizing over an expense. And it's not that you don't need to look at your expenses, because you absolutely do. But you can't spend as much time and toil and effort looking for expenses as you do looking for clients and looking for money. Does that make sense what I'm saying, guys? So, yes, you definitely need to stay on top of your expenses, but you cannot let your expense hunting cannibalize your earnings. I always say, don't let your small fish eat your big fish. So if you're not calculating on a daily basis and you don't have a plan for a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly profit, you need to make sure you're there on Monday, bit.ly/LuckyMoney2024. Another reason you need a profit plan is how do you know what's working and what's not if you're not keeping a record? I'm going to give you an example. I was telling my team yesterday that we need to be pulling reports on a daily basis. Why do we need to pull reports on a daily basis? Because every day we do some type of different campaign. I was telling my mentorship last night, hey, you need to be tracking your monthly, weekly profit results day over day, week over week, month over month. How can you even compare what happened in June of last year to what happened with June of this year? I'm gonna give you an example. Anybody want an example? Say me. I'm gonna give you the perfect example as to why it is so critical for you to track your profits. When I first started in business, I treated all months as if they were equal, and they not. Can anybody tells me what happens in August that may impact your earnings if women are your target audience? Anybody? If women are your target audience, somebody tell me what might happen in August that will impact your earnings. I mean, and this is critical. This is a basic business 101, because if you go out there and treat all of these months like they're the same, if you go out there and treat all of these months as if they're equal, you're going to come up short in your profit plan at the end of the year. Profit planning is more than I want to make $120,000 and that's $10,000 a month, because every month, that's absolutely right, Ursula. August, you're going to find your big ticket items don't sell as well because kids are going back to school. You're going to find in December, your big ticket items don't sell as well because people are focused on Christmas. So a lot of times we don't know what to look for in terms of trends because we've never tracked our money. And if you could just do this one thing, this is the one thing that will change your earnings. It is, because what you focus on grows. If you focus on doing things that are not relevant to tracking your money, then you're not going to be making money. If you're just focused on a lot of busy work, then you're not going to be making money. But what you focus on absolutely positively grows. So if you want to grow your revenue, if you want to grow your results, you've got to focus on your money. There's nothing wrong with it. So many people sit around as if counting your money is wrong, but yet you spend all these money with these major organizations and major businesses, and trust me, they're counting your money. This is where you make the shift from being a consumer to being a producer. This is where you make the shift from always buying to now offering a product or service on your own. But if you're not tracking your money, you don't know how well you're doing. So let me just recap. Why do you need a profit plan? Number one, in order to operate consistently, to have consistent revenue, to take consistent actions, to have consistent accountability towards earning your money. Number two, if you want to be successful, you've got to have a plan. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So why wouldn't you have, of all things in your business, why wouldn't you have a plan to make money on paper? Number three, if you don't have a plan to make money, how do you even know where you are going? And I think for a lot of us, that's our big problem, is that we don't put a demand on our money. Does that make sense what I'm saying? We don't say money, I need you to buy me a new house, and this is how much it costs. Money, I need you to buy me a new car, and this is how much it costs. Instead, we got, the world has conditioned us Go to a job, make your money, and then whatever you can afford, that's what you buy. But that's not what the Most High said. The Most High said, I will give you the desires of your heart. But he also said, write the vision and make it plain. So at the end of the day, if your business is not earning what it should, it's probably because you're not giving your business enough credit to make money. You're not spending enough time on the things that will help your business help you. So what's another reason that you need to have a plan for your money on paper? Order and structure. You cannot be randomized with your money making. You cannot keep guessing about how much money you're going to make or about how much money you did make. You've got to start being deliberate and intentional with earning revenue for your business. And that's very hard to do if you don't have a strategy. That's very hard to do if you're not putting your money on paper. That's very hard to do if you're not tracking your results. So that's why we end up short. We end up short because we're not even giving ourselves an opportunity to earn. We're doing everything in our business but tracking our revenue. And I know that's an ouch for somebody, but that's the truth. If you start putting your hands on your money more often, I promise you, you'll stop letting people nickel and dime you. You'll stop letting people make you feel bad for having a business. You'll stop letting folks not respect your business as if it is what it is, and that's a business. So if you start putting your money on paper, what's going to happen is your expectation of your business is going to change. So guys, if you haven't already gone to bit.ly/Lucky Money 2024, I know some of you have because I see the registrations coming in. This is your opportunity to shift your situation into money earning mode. This is your chance. And you're not going to be able to do that if you don't write this down. And the things you learn in this profit planning session, if you turn them into a habit, your business will always be successful. Stop starting businesses without the potential or the idea or the wherewithal to make money. I hear people all the time saying, oh, I'm starting a new podcast. What's for sale? Oh, I'm getting ready to start going on TikTok. Okay, well, what's for sale? So as business owners, we got to realize we have to do something every day to generate revenue. And more importantly, when we fall behind in our earnings, what are we going to do to pick back up? And we even talk about options for you to be able to enhance your earnings. So if you're somebody and you're not happy with where you are in terms of generating revenue in your business, don't hesitate to join us Monday at 7 p.m. the day after St. Patrick's Day. That's why we're calling it Lucky Money. bit.ly/Lucky Money 2024. Make sure you register. Make sure you bring a friend. But more importantly, make sure you bring pens, plenty of paper, and the attitude that you can have, because the truth is you can have whatever you're willing to plan and work for. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you later.